All right. Whoops. Sorry, Leela. All right. All right. All right. Good morning. So, just sitting down at the computer still. Haven't gotten too much set up yet. Good morning, Jeff. Yesterday really kind of sucked. I lost money yesterday. Now, I did recover some of that money back on this stock right here. After the stream, um, the stock started to climb up quite rapidly. So I ended up scalping it after this haul right here. It opened up down here. It kind of went up, then it went back down. But I felt like it had a lot more up strength. The volume was definitely more supportive of a push up. So I jumped in on some shares, sold here because I was concerned about a flush. Um, and I think I bought right here again and sold right here, and then I did not buy anymore at all. Kind of wish I just stayed in from down here to, up here, but that's not the way I did it. I did do it in, that chunk style that I did. If I just stayed in, I could have gotten back all the money that I lost yesterday, but when it was all said and done, I was only down like 600. So 700. And I forgot to turn on the privacy thing. So I don't care about you guys seeing how much money I have in the account. What the problem is, you guys can see the account number. But anyway, the amount of money I have in this account is $26,461. So that's how much money I'm playing with. I don't care about that information being known. So BJDX was a bit of a saver because I was able to get back a good bit of the money that I lost. But really kind of goes back into, I don't want to make the mistakes that I made yesterday. I got a little aggressive. I was trading early. I was not confirming the moves very well, obviously. So, today's plan is make sure we get confirmation on our moves. Maybe smaller sizing, because with smaller sizing, your losses will be smaller, your wins will be smaller though. Which smaller wins is fine as long as we keep the losses smaller. That's the key, You can't have small wins and big losses because you'll go broke. And frankly, that's what I've been doing. So, yeah, that's that. I also did a option on SPY yesterday. That option has already closed out. I made money on it. Didn't make all that much. It was like $10-20, but it only took one option. Kind of wanted to see how that would go. And then I did an option play on Nove. Let's go take a look at that. So that option will expire on August 4, and I have it for the 19 strike. So I bought 2. So I didn't buy that many options. It was only like 120 is what I spent. but I'm wanting to do a little bit more with option trading. And I'm pretty bullish on Nove for the long run. So I was like, you know what? That's a good way for me to control like 200 shares now, and I can capitalize on any of those wins as it kind of happens here. I don't think I'm going to keep it for that 2 week time period. I'm probably going to close it out here in the next few days once I get a good little profit margin on it. I'm going to lock in those profits right away. I'm not going to sit on them. Not for too long. All right. Did make one sale on eBay. Don't think I have any on Amazon. Let me double check. The eBay sale has already been shipped out. I got that packaged up this morning or last night. Um, don't have any for eBay today. I already know. No sales today. Fantastic. So that means I'm starting the day off with no extra profit. So the market is not looking too interesting yet. I do need to check this real quick. So I'm sorry, give me like a half second. I'm like 99% sure I know what this is. Yeah, it is what I thought it was. That's cool. That's trash. Okay. All right. BFRG. So that is one that we are going to want to keep an eye on. So I'm just going to go ahead and get that over here on the list. HGEN. Hell no. That's not going to happen. Now this one's actually looking pretty good. It's pushing up through 5, gotten close to 6. I think over 6 is where it can really get fun. So I definitely want to see how that stock opens and how it runs. I think over 6 it could be a lot of fun. FG, I looked at this one yesterday. Almost bought into it a few times over in here for like a long grind up because this stock is definitely grinding, but it had very good upward, trajectory. So, if you bought like right down in here somewhere, like a dip play, which I don't really do that many dip plays, but this was a really nice dip play right here. You definitely be in green today. In the long run, I don't think this is going to be. I think this one is going to be more like a swing, potentially. But I think it could also be very risky as a long-term swing. I threw it up on the list just so that I can keep an eye on it. ELBM. That's kind of interesting. So I would not be interested in it unless it was going to break over pre-market high. I guess you could make the argument saying over the high here and make the move back up to pre-market high, but the pre-market high is going to be a heavy resistance area. I mean, hell, right here would be a heavy resistance area. Um, I can already tell you this is stock. You can't short. Yeah, you can't short this one on uh, Thinkorswim, but definitely on other platforms. Thinkorswim is not a shorting platform. I think I've said that before. Very, very interesting. This one I'm interested in. I did do a pre-market trade on it, from here and sold up here. I saw it going back down, and then I walked away from the computer right here. I did not see this move. I saw this move later, when I sat down on my computer to review the market later, because I like to look at all my trades at the end of the day. I like at the end of the day. So I saw this later, um, right after dinner. So that was interesting. I did not really expect that much of a jump out of this stock. But from here to there, that's 100 and like what, 30% climb, give or take. Someone do the math real quick. It's like 130, 120. Whatever it is, it's high. That's already on my list. Yeah, it is. I was pretty sure it was. DXF. This is very barcodey. I don't like that. CTCX. No. BTCY. No, I don't like that. WM. Uh, I'm not sure who's watching me right now. Because I know there was two people in here when Jeff said, "Hey." So to the viewer who is watching me, is there any stocks you're looking at? Anything I haven't already looked at, or something I said no that you're looking at? Maybe I'm missing something. Uh, Let me know what you're looking at. Let's go over to the page that's never set up. Never. I should really get this set up before I go live. You trade FX mainly. Okay. Um, After hours, I needed to fix that. So basically, all the same stuff that I already checked. I'm not seeing anything that we haven't already seen. So this wasn't too helpful. The scanner pretty much got everything from here. So sometimes the scanner that I use in this, they don't always pull up the exact same stuff. Yeah, so you trade money. I've never personally done that. Forex. Um, One of the things that really kind of annoys me about Forex, and I'm not saying this is about you or anything like that, but on Instagram, YouTube, or in a lot of places, you have a lot of these gurus, I'll say. And they're trying to trade like these Forex bots and Forex this and Forex that. And it really makes me upset because it's very much a scam in my opinion. Um there's no magic trading AI bot in doing what we're doing. Even if there was a magical bot, trust me, it's going to be very risky. Um, Unlike what some of these gurus will, try to state. Um, I would be very, very careful with making that assumption. And I'll go into that in just 1 second. I kind of want to finish the quick rant I had on this other one, but that's actually a fantastic economic question, and I do have a thought on that. But there's a lot of gurus on the internet that are trying to have you purchase a lot of different stuff. I don't want to be one of those gurus. I don't have any paywalls that anyone needs to pay for. Um, Forex, I just think is loaded with those. And so I've told people be very careful trying to learn about Forex. Um, but yeah, anyway, Forex is definitely interesting to trade. All right, so the stocks. Let's go over to the screen here. We go to the map and we go to world. So here's the Canadian stocks up here. So the Canada stocks can be traded. We're just gonna grab TD and we're just gonna grab TD. It's an easy number to remember, or 2 letters. So TD. I can buy this stock on the New York Stock Exchange, and anyone in the whole world can buy this stock on the New York Stock Exchange with US dollar. The US dollar is what's used on the stock exchange. Okay, it doesn't matter what country you're in. If you're in the UK or whatever, the money is being converted over and is being used because in American money, because it's the New York stock. Now, it might take more money for that country, for somebody from that country to be able to purchase that stock. But the stock price is not subjected to the same value as their money. So, my opinion, or my gut reaction will be, even if there is a drop in the Canadian dollar, I do not think that's going to affect the stock exchange. If anything, it can actually create a issue with what I will call retail traders. You know, the traders that are non-sophisticated. They could jump in on a company because they're going to show that, oh, hey, their profits or the amount of money that they brought in during a given year was extremely high, not realizing that inflation is what's causing part of that, because their valuation is, or their dollar is worth less. So, you know, on the books, it could actually look like the company's doing better than it was before. You know, a prime example of that would be, you know, if you look at Ford and you look at, you know, Ford's income today and you compare it to 10 years ago, you're going to find that sometimes Ford was actually more profitable per dollar several years ago than it was, you know, today. And I'm using Ford as a placeholder. I don't know for a fact that's true with Ford, but if you look at some of these companies, trust me, you're going to find that to be the case. And part of that's because the 10-year inflation difference. So even though the company looks like they're making a lot more money, that's not always the case. Now, if the valuation of the dollar goes significantly down, so let's say instead of it dropping 10-20% and it drops down 40, and it's causing economic unstableness, right? Then that will have an effect. But if you're talking about only a few percentage, which is generally what Forex trading is on, no, I don't think you're going to see any issues there. You're not going to have stock traders want to dump their position in Canada. If anything, they may try to increase it because their money is going to be more valuable than the Canadians' money and can allow for actually more investment from outside investors. But if you're looking at a country that is starting to completely fail, that is where you're going to start seeing um, major reduction in values. Um, Kind of like back not that many months ago when the US was having a funding issue. I'm not going to go into the whole political aspect of that, but during that time, a lot of US stock prices did start to drop quite heavily because, people in other countries and even people that trade here in the US were getting concerned over what was going to be the political plan for, uh, covering the US debt limit. Um, so you really need to look for more of a economic um, driver, not purely just a dollar driver. Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense. A lot of that just kind of came off the cuff. It's not something that I don't want to say that question kind of came out of left field, but I was not able to really prepare, a full uh, thought process on it, I guess. But I think I think just a few percentage points, it's going to have no effect. If anything, it could actually help drive investment. Um, Now, if you see it dropping, a significant amount or continue dropping a significant amount, that is a different story. That's the short, I guess. If I had to put it sweet and short, that would be the sweet and short version. All right. So let's jump back over here. Carvana, I'm going to be looking at a little bit. So I got SPY right here. I really don't need SPY here. This was just purely because of yesterday on that option trade I did, but I do got SPY over here on the Mac. TUP, TUP, I don't think I'm interested in, but I'm going to keep an eye on it. This one I don't think I'm interested in, unless maybe a short, because this is shortable. But yeah, I think I got all this set up the way I want it. This is going to be ready to go. Let's go back over here because we got this popping off right here. I do have extended locked in right this second. But Jeff, I'm still actually thinking about your question. And I love questions that really makes you think, right? Um, and that was a really good question. I love that one. And there was one time, shoot, I forgot who it was, but it was one of my longtime viewers. We were in here, we were just waiting for the market to do something, and we went on a pretty long thought experiment because we had plenty of time, and it was so I had made I still remember this because I thought about it a little bit even after the fact. And this was only like maybe 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Um, but I made a comment in the live stream saying, the stock market is one of the few jobs that you can wake up and uh, lose money by going to work. Like, it'd be better off for you to just stay in bed and you would save more money than, you know, you would save money by just staying in bed and calling in sick. So then it created like this whole thought experiment of like, okay, what would be other professions that would fall underneath that it would just be better for them to have just stayed in bed that day um versus going to work. And of course, stock trading is like one of the top of the ones. That probably has some room to pop off there. It might go through a consolidation, but be kind of curious to see a pre-market play on it. Oh, thank you for the hearts. Appreciate that. And the hearts, the likes, all of that kind of helps the channel. I'm sitting here and trying to figure out what I want to do here. I might do. Let's do a small, just 100. Let's only risk like $15. So if this goes down to 15, we're gonna go ahead and jump out. And it got to that 15 kind of quick. I'm glad I didn't stay, go with a larger share size or anything. 15 is very recoverable. The little bit of a pullback didn't bother me because generally it could pull back some before it continues to go up. But with it continuing to go down, that's where I didn't like. I got a few minutes. I'm actually going to pop off for a brief second. So let me throw that on and give me about 1 minute. I'm going to go fill my glass up with some more water and grab a tortilla.
BFRG.
All right, I'm back. I don't know. Oh, and it did pop up. I figured as much. Just didn't know when it was going to. So I don't know what it is, but a nice one. Nice tortilla. It's just, I like a good tortilla. I don't know if I would pull the trigger again. I might. Oh, All right. There you go. Layla also loves good tortilla. I got like 9 minutes to the market open. Not a super big fan of doing pre-market trades around this time. Because right around this time, I think, is a good opportunity for them to go down. So definitely kind of want to make sure we're watching out for any traps. Odison, I've made that mistake a few times myself. Yeah, if you are tired or you're just not feeling it, best to just walk away. That honestly, that was kind of me yesterday. I didn't get enough sleep. I tried to trade anyway. We all know kind of where that went. I still break that rule, even though I know I shouldn't. But good morning. I think it's only you and me in here for right this minute. Jeff popped off. BFRG is one I'm going to be looking at kind of close going into market open. I did a option trade on NOV, NOV for 2 weeks out. I'm only going to look like for like a 50% profit margin, and then I'm going to cut that loose. Uh, yeah, I mean, I got a few things I'm watching over on the other list. Carvana is going to be one of those. Um, yeah, I mean, that's that. And good morning. And today seems a little quiet anyway, so if you're going to have a no trade day, today might be not a bad day for that. My plan so far is to kind of sit on my own hands. I did a small trade here. I mean, I did 100, lost $15, big deal. I don't care if I lose 15. I mean, I do care, but I don't, if that makes sense. I mean, nobody wants to lose money, but if you're going to lose money, make it small. I got my head a little bit on a swivel I'm looking at everything, seeing what's going on. This close to the market open, I don't like to do any pre-market stuff though. Yeah, I think this has room to go up into the 6. I think if it could get above 6, it can get really, really interesting. Um, I mean, if it gets into the 6, I think, honestly, it can really have a big, huge pop. There's not that much resistance until you start hitting, up in here. So say 750 and higher, it will start getting more and more resistance. With this big, huge of a climb, I think hitting 7 is possible, or even 8. It could do like a wonder thing and jump all the way up to 9, get up close to this, and then come back down, or close to this and then come back down. It could be very, very interesting no matter how you look at it. It could be very, very risky too. And then, of course, Carvana, I'm looking for the move to go back up. I would like to jump back in on this trade right here, but with it being at the 120, uh, I'm not going to do any trade. Too much of a chance for it to crash when it opens, or even skyrocket when it opens. You never know. All right, well, let's try to have a good day, guys. Not lose any money. Let's do it. BFRG. Oh, that didn't work very well. BFRG. What the frick, man? Oh, that definitely did not go any way I would want it to.
ELBM. Selling.
It might be uh, a choppy day. That's for sure. This is a stock from a blast from the past, as you could say.
AURC.
Yeah, I was seeing that.
STOK. ELBM. BFRG. STOK.
This one I think wants to go, but
BTNR. MKFG.
it's just having problems.
ELBM.
All right, we're gonna pop away from this one for a second. This one was a halt. Got halted pretty early. Very interesting. A halt that early in the day, I like.
STOK. GFAI.
So let's see what this one does.
BFRG.
You know, whenever if this does break out, it's going to really take off quickly. It's either going to smash down or it's going to smash up, and it's going to do so rapid.
ELBM.
So this stock here will come back hopefully around 7.
STOK. MKFG. GFAI. BFRG. ELBM. AFG.
And I'm not happy with either of those two trades there. I got no more. All right.
Bitch.
Just still looking at everything that's kind of moving. Don't need to do anything right this second. Carvana doing a little bit more than I thought I was going to. So I'm watching the Carvana over on the Mac, checking all my screens. Ah, I got 4 people watching me today. Well, welcome, welcome. I just looked over and saw that. I haven't had that many people in here in a while. Normally it's just 2 or 3 people. Well, good morning. So far I'm in the red. Took 3 trades. 1 pre-market, 2 aftermarket or regular hour. Not looking good. I'm looking at AURC. I kind of want to see what it's doing. Yeah, today's plan is to be a little bit slower on our trades, although that's not what I did early. So, kind of broke it a little bit. Uh, Riot and MARA are doing really well. I don't know if I want to do anything with that or not. So this hasn't done anything yet. Oh, hey, welcome, Backwoods. I didn't know you were even trying to catch me live. Well, welcome to the channel. Don't know if I've recognized your name offhand. Um, but welcome, welcome. This is going into a little bit of a long halt here. Ah, I see. Dude, I feel you being busy part. Well, anyway, glad that you're here. I hope things are going good for you. All right, looks like this is finally going to open. It did a 10-minute halt. We have another stock that looks like it halted. Let me take a look at this. It halted going up, not down. I don't like the trade pattern on that one as much. But I got it over in the Mac. We'll see what it's gonna do.
APLD.
We got a few things that are starting to do something here. This should be coming back here really any minute. I don't know if I'm in that stock or not. It should have filled, but I don't want to be getting filled like that. Let me check the app just to make sure there was not a glitch here. With this being Java based, you never really know. Okay. Did not get filled. All right, so we're going to go ahead and go into another halt. So that one could come back at 7 if it wants to do a 5-minute halt. If it wants to do a 10-minute halt, it'll be back at 2. And I'm talking about up here. So 47 or 52. All right, CTCX. This looks very weak comparative to strength right here. But 480 is the next major level right here. There is a chance that once this gets cleared out at open, it could jump up, but I think this one could have a more likelihood of going down. And this one is going into a 10-minute halt. Why is it a 10-minute halt being the common thing, common deal? That's not I'm not a fan of the 10-minute halt. That this one will be coming back right around maybe the same time that the AURC will. All right, so we're down 300 and say I think it's like 350. Let's not make that worse by trying to make something happen. Yeah, 370. It's one down. That's not fantastic, but we'll make it work. This is doing longer than a 10-minute halt. This was halted at 36. INPX got halted. Why did that get halted? INPX. That is the right stock. This stock came back sooner than the CTCX. I think sitting right here, confirming the move. I kind of want to take a much smaller position. It is kind of spread out. So I think 200 here is kind of following like what I said, trade a little bit slower. So, I'm out of that one. Made $37 there. We'll keep it. Oh, wow. It was skyrocketing. And then it does that. CTCX, I got out of that a little early. It's going to go through a halt. So we'll look at that when it comes back. We'll take a look at that one here in a little bit. We got a little bit of time. Let me be right back. I think something's going on with my dog. Layla, come here. What is this? Let me see.
Yeah.
Layla.
APLD.
Layla. Come here. Lay down.
G.
Okay. You're okay. You're okay, girl. Relax. All right, hold on. Sorry, guys. Hold on. All right, I'm back. I'm sorry about that. Is there anything I've missed? No. Oh, somebody left. Well, Jeff, you probably already gone, but if not, hope you have a good day. All right.
Yeah.
Just checking everything, seeing if there's anything I've missed. That's going down. That's going to be the halt level right there. Oh, we'll put CTX right here. I don't think we're going to be doing anything with those. Yeah, dude, I got fucked on that too. $344.
APLD.
Let's take a look at APLD. I've looked at that one over time. I think I might wait for it to hit over the 9.8. Yeah, dude, I feel you. Um, I took more of a loss on it than I was hoping to. I think maybe later on, if its swings can get a little bit more stabilized, we could see it really rip, potentially. But I think it's going to be, it would have to get up past through 6 before I think about trying to do another trade on it. We'll see if we can get a free trade locked in on this. Right there is going to be my stop. I'm not looking to stay in it for deep. I was only looking for like up and go. I might try one more time.
APLD.
I wanted that just kind of keep going. All right, guys. Well, that might be coming towards the end of the stream right here. Fight another day kind of thing. I'll keep my eye on the market. I don't know if I would do any other trades. Um, Let me just keep an eye on this for a second. I'm gonna sit here a second longer.
APLD.
I'm hoping that continues.
INPX.
Alright, so I got some money back on that. That's cool. I kind of saw it was going to go back down, so I was wanting to get out quickly before it did. CTCX is not doing good. Neither is AURC. Those are the two stocks that halted. I was looking at both of those. Those are not doing anything pretty. You know, this stock has had some lows with a pullback. So, you know, honestly, if you were more of a, I don't want to say gambling, but if you bought down in the lows, it could be a good idea. The hard thing would be for that would be knowing where the low's going to be. Of course, I mean, we all wish we could, you know, just know that. But I'm not much of a dip buyer. That's not my trading style. I do want to get better with some dip buys, but that's not something that I work on. $8. That's fine. We'll take it. I might do another quick grab on this. I don't like stocks that are in this price range all that much, but you know, sometimes these can be really good wins. Sometimes.
APLD.
Was not expecting this stock to do much today. It's climbing. It's shortable. That doesn't mean I'm going to short it though.
INPX.
I'm thinking about doing a stop and go. So if I enter, my stop is going to be like real close. So it's either going to stop me out or it's going to go. It's going to go in the wrong direction. Yeah, these are not looking good. You're dead. You're dead to me. Don't need you. Let's take out Toop.
INPX.
You jumped back up. You're sinking. Did not think you were going to climb up like that.
INPX.
So we'll sit right here for a second. And then I'll use the Mac. Kind of just peruse. Do I want to take this stock off my list? So I'm looking at MARA. I'm not going to take that off my list yet. It's close. If this stock can get above the right there, I'll buy back in. Only doing a small play, as you can see. Small play with 5,000 shares. Yeah. I know I got that one on my list over here. BFRG is really going to be dead. We might see something out of that one tomorrow.
APLD.
We're going to go ahead and take that off. Yeah. This was the big loser today. That really sucks. All right, so I guess while we're sitting here waiting, there's a topic I was going to talk about yesterday, but kind of actually forgot about it. So my Mac computer is starting to fail on me, and I like having, two computers. So if something happens with one, I can switch to the other, and vice versa. The Mac is just starting to run into more and more problems, and so I was thinking about replacing the Mac with the MacBook Studio, or not book, Mac Studio, with the M2 Max. I've been looking at it off and on, and I really liked some of the performance it was saying that it was going to have, and some of the features that it had. And it was small, it's a small little thing. So it's feature packed and small. So I was thinking about buying it. And I was like, I could do my live streams on there. I could do this. I could do that. I was dreaming big, so to speak, right? Just doing a little bit of window shopping. And then I was like, you know what? Let me double check and see what all TOS needs, because that's mainly what I would be using it for, is to, trade my stocks. TOS, Thinkorswim, this trading platform, does not work very well on the M chips or the Apple Silicon. Um, that really kind of sucks. There's some workarounds, um, but I don't know if I want to do anything that has the word work around in it when it comes to trading with money. So, and part of that's because, this is a Java based um, app here. This is programmed in Java. Um, so it doesn't port over to the Apple Silicon. So if and when, it's going to be soon ish, I need a new computer, I'm going to have to buy a Dell desktop. I'm looking at the XPS line, but I wanted the smaller package deal of the Mac Studio. That kind of sucks. And I loved running the two different operating systems. One Windows, one Mac. Yeah, I mean, just having the two operating systems was pretty awesome. In my opinion, it was pretty awesome. So curious to see what this does. That's going to be the hull level, I think. No, no. If I buy into this, it's only going to be with 100 shares. Carvana just sunk like crazy. We'll take a look at Carvana here in a minute. Carvana, I think Carvana is going to need a day or two before I think about doing a trade on it. It's just been all over the place. You could probably run it on a partition with the Mac, but that doesn't change the fact that it's still going to be an Apple Silicon. That's the problem. So Java does not run very well with the Apple Silicon. You have to try to use some third-party apps and programs to get it to work. Um, and it's not a consistent working process. I was reading some Reddit deals the other day, and they were talking about like they have to constantly change it or add or update this, update that, or they woke up today and it was broken, it was not working. And for me, I can't wake up one day and not have it working or have it break when I'm using it. Um, Now I am using this is a Dell computer here. This is an Alienware. So I like the Dell computers. Dell's like the only brand of computers that I've purchased in a long time. Um, we might look at that here in a little bit. This is getting kind of interesting. I don't want to go into it heavily. That's why I only got the 100. But the Mac that I have right now is actually a i9. So it's a older Mac. It's back when they did Intel. So I have a Intel Mac. I think if it can get over here, we can start seeing it decline. No matter how you look at this one is going to be a little bit of a risky trade. Damn. I was trying to get out while I was still going to be up. This is just going to be way too risky.
PM.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that one anymore. Maybe, I don't know, we'll see. We'll keep an eye on it. I'm going to give it a second. So, these XPS lines, I would like to go with another Alienware, the Alienware desktop, just to have that extra power. But the XPS series are not bad at all. Um, or I might do a custom build. I don't know. But the XPS, if I'm looking at pre-builds, the XPSs are the lines that I'm interested in. Uh, Although the Alienwares are sick for pre-build. Now, building your own is not that difficult. I built them before. I wonder how difficult it would be to actually do a Hackintosh on an Intel chip desktop. That's not something I have a whole lot of experience with, though. I've never done a Hackintosh. I might look into that because I really do like the fact of having two systems. One being Windows, one being, um, well, not Windows. Let's take a look at INPX. It's going down. So I got bit on that one. Wait, I swore I was green on that one. Huh. See, this is like a dip buy again right here. Now you get a few candles before a rip. So there could be a rip coming back up here. Could be here or make a new high. It could do, or it could go all the way down, make a new low. You know, when you're buying these dips, you know, your stop loss is like super low and you're looking for, you know, the buy and rip, you know, buy and rip. You know, I tried that a few times today, you know, not so much as on a dip, but just trying to get a rip right out of the open on some of these things, and that just wasn't working. So, ay, ay. yeah, so that's going to be the end of the day. I'm done. Um, I'm gonna switch over. I'm gonna shut down this, or not shut down, but close this computer up, the Windows. I'm gonna grab the Mac, go over and chill, go do some other stuff, watch some TV, um, and just kind of have the Mac nearby. Keep an eye on things. Have the tablet near me, so if I hear something or see something, I might jump on it and grab it. Um, Today is gonna be a red day as of right now. No need to make it worse by trying to make trades happen. Um, I'm above the 3-day rule, if not by much. So I have the ability to fight another day. And frankly, that's what matters. 456 is what I'm down. Yeah, I'm red on the week as well. Of course, it's Monday. It's easy to go red on the week. I am definitely red on the month, unfortunately. I am red on the month quite bad. So we're going to try not to make that worse and try to make next month a better month. Um, eh. Do you try to do a grab it and put it over the highs? 100. Yeah, the this month in general wasn't good for me. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and not do that. PGY. It's gotten cold out on the thing a few times, but I mean, this just seems very grindy. It's going up slowly, which I guess is not a terrible thing, but it's just not a move that I like. I do have an option trade on this one. Um, at the 19. I am red on it still because of Delta. Delta got me, or Theta. Delta or Theta, I don't remember which one. One of them, they got me a little bit. But we're gonna see what happens. We're gonna give this a little bit more time. I have 2 weeks on it. This week and next week, so I think it's definitely gonna hit the marks that I needed to hit. I'm not in it for all that much. So we're gonna just let it go. Um, this is so tempting. But I mean, you really would need to throw in like 100 shares and then just allow it a huge amount of room to just swing. Or, I don't know, go down to 50 or 25 or just 1 share or something like that. But I don't know. I don't like breaking into fractional shares or fractional in the sense of, a groups of hundreds because when you start breaking down into smaller groups like that, you can, I don't know. I think that could be a mistake. 100 is really like the smallest I want to go in on a stock. But well, I guess I'll explain like this. So if I don't feel comfortable going in with 100 on a stock, and I'm thinking about trying to break it down into, let's say, 20 shares, 10 shares, or anything like that, I'm only doing that for one reason and one reason only. I think it's risky. If it's risky, I shouldn't even trade it. You know, I don't care if it could go up or down or sideways or do loopy loops. You don't want to go FOMO. So for me, if I have to start sitting there thinking, hey, with the swings, I'd rather go down to like 50 shares. At that point, I gotta say to myself, look, I'm already looking at a stock that I think is way too risky. I don't want to throw money into it. It's not a long term investment. It's not like No or some of these, like a Ford or a stock that I'm looking at for, maybe keeping it for a week. I'm not looking to keep this for any length of time. So taking even a small position in it, it it just feels way too risky to me. And so the proper thing is to, well, not touch it. And that's kind of like where I'm at right now with it. I'm not going to touch it because to me it feels risky. And I know that was a whole lot of words to just say no touchy. But that's kind of like my opinion. That's why I don't like to go underneath lower share counts. It's a way for me to, I don't know, balance out risks. Hopefully that made sense.
APLD.
APLD, you've gotten called out a handful of times today. I mean, that's the big win right there, I'm telling you. I don't know if I want to trade that. But I mean, if we took, a 500 share, you say over this right here, you've been rocking the whole day. I think if you try to get in now, you're just gonna be kind of, it's at a resistance point. May go right through it though. So I mean, this stock right here, it could be a good win. It could be, but I just think that it's going to be a grinding. I think it could be going through some headaches. I was thinking about right here at the 99. If I bought the 500 shares, put a stop loss 2 cents under, and if it went above it, move up my stop loss to the 99, and then walk away from the computer. If it ran up, fantastic. If it triggered, it triggered. I mean, I guess the same thing can be true right here. Oh, no, there it goes. I was almost getting ready to do that exact trade, but I don't know. I don't want to get into a situation where I'm trying to chase. And I think that's what I'm going to try to do. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream here. Like I said, I'm gonna take the Mac with me. I'm gonna go watch some TV. I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna have the tablet with me. Hopefully something pops in the meantime. But other than that, I booked a loss today for $456. I got nothing on eBay. I got nothing else going on today. So, yeah, that really hurts. So, thank you for watching. I make a half penny for you guys watching from YouTube. So, I mean, you guys are fractionally helping. YouTube did send me $100 for the last 3 months of my viewers. So, hey, I'll take it. That's lunch. Actually, make it to a couple lunches. But yeah, anyway, take care. If you're gonna still be trading after this, good luck. Um, I'm hopefully something pops up later, like BJDX did yesterday. That can grab a really good win. So we'll see. See y'all tomorrow.